everyone, welcome back to Bookish Nook. So today I wanted to do a Friday Reads because I just finished reading a really awesome book and then dove into another awesome one, so I wanted to talk to you guys about them. So this week I finished The Fate of 10 by Pittacus Lore, which is the 6th book in the Lauren Legacy series. These books are so action-packed and they're just so thrilling and so fun and such an easy read. Like, I sat down and read about almost 200 pages and didn't even realize, because that's how fun and thrilling and exciting this story is. The characters are fantastic and relatable, and it's just so much fun. So if you haven't read this series, you definitely should. Do not let the first book deter you, because it is a little bit on the slower side and it is definitely the weakest of all 6 books. But right after that book, the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th just escalates even more each book, and you didn't even realize that the stakes could be raised any higher than they already are. So definitely worth reading and definitely worth checking out. I ended up giving this a 5 out of 5, of course. So next up, I picked up a book I got for a review from the author, and that is Echoes by Laura Tisdall. This book follows a main character named Mallory, and she is a hacker, but in her real life, she isn't as strong and independent as she comes across as her alter ego online, Echo 6. And that's because she has been tasked with the responsibility of taking care of her father, who is like suffering from PTSD, depression, and her little brother, who is just trying to get through school. So, and on top of that, she's trying to get through school, and she just, it's a little bit rough during her real life, but her online life is very different. She's part of an elite group of hackers who do a bunch of hacks, obviously, and some of them start to go missing. And when one of the leaders of this forum she's part of approaches her and asks for her help, she relents and says yes, but only to a certain extent. But when he goes missing, she dives headfirst into this mystery, and so far I am absolutely loving this book. It's so interesting to see a main character who is a hacker and like really computer savvy and stuff. I like to think that I'm computer savvy, but I'm definitely not, according to this. But it's just so much fun. The main character is flawed, and she's relatable, and she's super badass when she has her moments. The writing style is super easy, and it's like a fast read, and it's just super exciting. The first 50, maybe 100 pages of the book are kind of slow, but what I really liked about it, despite it being slow, is that you get a really good sense of Mallory's character and her situation, and you're just saturating yourself in her life for you to really understand where she's coming from and the actions she does, etc. So it was really great despite it being slow, but I really actually enjoyed that part. It just completely picked up. I'm about halfway through now, hoping to finish this today or tomorrow. Here is the book haul portion of my video. So of course I got The Fate of 10 by Pittacus Lore. When it came out, it was 40% off at Indigo, so here it is. I also picked up at the book sale Meet Earl and the Dying Girl by Jesse Andrews. I've never read anything by him. I wasn't actually planning on reading this, but when I seen this for $1 in like pristine condition, I figured why not? Because I do want to watch the movie at some point, so I figured might as well. I also picked up You by Carolyn Kepnes. Maybe? I don't know. I actually have heard really not much about this. I've seen a few reviews on Goodreads that were positive, so I decided to pick it up. It was only $6.99 at Indigo, so why not? I know it's a psychological thriller, but other than that, the last book that I picked up at the book sale, which I didn't really do in order, so sorry about that, was the illustrated edition of the Da Vinci Code. Every time I go to book sales, there's like 50 Da Vinci Code books, and I watched the movie, and when I first watched it, I was obsessed with it. I watched it like 4 or 5 times that weekend. I've always wanted to read it, never really got around to reading it, and I figured, why not buy the illustrated edition, because it was $2. And I mean, it's illustrated, but not in the way that you would think. There's just a few pictures here and there throughout, sprinkled. So I figured this is kind of a book that you need pictures just to really get a sense of the story, I guess. So yeah. So these are the books that I read, currently reading, and my miniature book haul. So let me know down below if you've read any of these and what you thought. Thanks for watching.